Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here in season 4. Who lost that bet, motherfuckers? That's right. Much like the Kansas City Chiefs, you're a Super Bowl. Wait, what? This is pre-recorded. Damn it. Go Eagles, go. Something like that. I don't know. We've got the best horror documentaries of whatever
Horror.
year, and
Horrors of horrors.
yeah, the new releases of Companion and Night's War. All this and more. The next Streamin Demons. Hit it.
I'm dancing along to this. You can't.
It's loud.
I would really like
Dr. Payne. Wow.
Payne
Hey,
was
oh,
great.
I
what?
wish
Dr. Payne.
And I was in love. Me too. Great. I love
Dr. Payne. Don't we all?
I think that's part of our new movie, or theme song. There we are. Here we are coming back. Now,
Back
if,
better than ever.
if you've missed the last couple seasons, our show is Streamin Demons. I am Jim Phoenix. Say hello. It's me. Oh, hi. And my co-host is Box. J.M. Brannick.
Damn, Brannick. If
He says Box on your
Well,
transcript.
I know, whatever. And you can call me whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner.
But you know what? That's okay. Sorry. There we go.
There we go.
Season 4 Streamin Demons. We got some surprises coming out. We're doing more theme shows by request. We're doing some screeners, some new stuff, all that and more. And right now, in this year of our Lord 2025. That's right. Happy Valentine's Day, motherfuckers. And of course, that is going to be our documentary. Oh, wait. Documentaries. Son of a bitch. We missed Valentine's Day.
We did. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. For our Valentine's Day special, we're doing documentaries because we ain't got no love life, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Because the love of film is in our blood.
Also,
or something.
whiskey. Yeah, something like that. So if you are in Canada, that means you can no longer drink Jack Daniels, apparently.
No, boo.
Booze. That's right.
Boo
Booze. Carlos
worms.
Boozer. Or Coop. And if you're not in Canada, good luck. That's okay. Deep breaths.
Deep breaths.
Deep
Everybody
breaths.
everybody calm down. Stop. I'm going to take a deep breath altogether. Okay, here we go.
Cleansing.
I'm
not editing that breath out. I'm going to make Zencaster edit all those breaths out. So we just do deep nothings.
In fact, make more breath in there, please. Like everybody breathe.
Everyone breathe all at once. You know, who likes to breathe?
I would really like
Dr. Payne.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Payne was great.
I wish
this is too long. Way too long.
Me too. Great. I love
Dr. Payne. Don't we all?
Dr. Payne.
Yeah, Dr. Payne. I don't think that's long enough, actually. You know, it's all the former staff and some current saying how much they love Dr. Payne and who doesn't.
Except for this, Brannick.
Well, you know what? You don't have to watch his new TV show coming out.
You know, I can just skip all that.
The cartoon, you'll never believe. Okay, for those who don't know, Payne does have a cartoon that's coming out this year. There's a new character in the cartoon.
Good luck, everyone.
It rhymes with Mo Biden. He ain't got shit else to do. Just saying.
Just retire in peace.
He's doing cartoon voices now, man. Leave him alone. I need this.
Let him retire in peace. Wherever he flies.
He'll be fine in cartoons. But you know what's not fine? My nightmares. I've had so many of them lately.
Oh, nightmares.
Mostly of Snow. But also of Freddy.
Oh.
Not 5 nights at Freddy. I only spent 4 nights.
What?
I couldn't get the 5th night, I was overbooked.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So wait, was it Friday night at Freddy's? What the fuck is that?
5 nights at Freddy's.
It is 5 nights. So what if you only spend 3? It's like a weekend. You had to get back to Chicago. Jesus.
No, You gotta spend the 5 to get your money, to get the
What is this, a
paycheck
fucking
of
frequent
like
Marriott
$8.
Club thing? Oh, whatever.
See,
So if
ooh, that's ooh,
oh,
Freddie on a cruise ship. 5 Nights at Freddy on a
in
cruise ship.
space, the cruise
In
ship's got to be in
space,
space. Did
but
Freddy go to
also
space?
in New York. Also in New York.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we're doing a documentary, best of horror documentary show, along with some new releases at the end. And we've been talking about this for, I don't know, a couple months
A
now.
while. Yeah, like 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, for a bit. We've seen Jason go to space
Yes.
and Manhattan.
Yes, he takes Manhattan.
We've seen Hellraiser, Pinhead go to space and like the
Yeah.
underground
He
summer club.
he owns a club. That I do remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember space.
I
Maybe space.
think I've seen him go to because it had the green writing on it. I think that was the space one for Pinhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't, that guy goes everywhere. That doesn't surprise me. I've seen his Insta.
Yeah. But did Freddy ever go to Manhattan?
Freddy no, Jason went to hell.
No, the
Mm,
Muppets went to Manhattan.
The Muppets
And
went to
space. Oh
Manhattan.
my Christ. The Muppets are monsters. They're fucking
Oh
killers.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are they in league with like Jason? Is he a Muppet? Is Jason a Muppet?
That
Guys,
would explain why they can't fucking kill him.
allegedly. Allegedly.
cookies.
That's what he gets fed off of? That was a weird drop.
That was
Learning
a
my
weird
drop board
drop.
again. It's okay. You have Freddy never going to space, as far as I know.
I don't think so.
But he goes in dreams, and astronauts do have dreams.
Yes. Yes. He also goes into a high school boy.
Yes? Where are we going with this one?
To our theme.
Allegedly. No, our theme is not going to high school boys. I don't know what the fuck theme knows. That's not my show notes. My
No,
show notes said nothing about the Catholic Church.
we're talking about
Oh, so Jason's a priest. No,
Scream.
wait, that's Freddy. So Freddy's a priest?
No, I'm talking about our documentary this week, Scream Queen.
Scream Queen. Oh my god, we're doing documentaries this week? Holy shit, that's the title of the show.
Surprise!
Season 4. Tara Reid calls in next. That's all we need. A little bit of Tara Reid. Actually, Tara Reid does show up in the season. I won't say when. I don't want to spoil it with you. Or for you, I should say.
It's rude. Well, is she gonna say hi to me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not Tara Reid, so I'm guessing she'll say hi. And she's not like snob, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
That
been
would
working on it
be
for like a year and a half.
delightful. That would be amazing to
Yeah.
come to fruition.
I
And
know.
we should do a completely Tara Reid episode.
Yes, absolutely. We'll do Ouija House and Snarknadoes and all sorts of
Everything.
weird dash. Oh,
Mummy
Crow 4.
Dearest. Mummy Dearest.
Mummy Dearest. I'll get Lou Ferrigno. I don't know if I can get Lou Ferrigno. I probably could, but yeah. The hard Zencaster. All right. So, documentaries. I'm very lazy. What was the best horror documentary? So we're looking for the best horror documentary. We do one each, and then one we did together.
Oh, there's
What
so
was
many
your
good
best
ones.
of the horror documentary? What was the top horror documentary for you?
The one that I did or the one that's the best?
No. This is movie magic. No one knows which one you really like. For the purpose of the
Oh,
show, which one was your best? Winkety wink wink.
okay. Definitely, absolutely. It was Boris Karloff, the man behind the monster.
The man behind the
And it was,
monster.
and it was done in 2021, and it's an hour and 44 minutes, and it's produced by Shout Factory TV.
Shout. Oh wait, Shout Factory, not Shout TV.
Shout Factory TV, so I guess TV.
Oh wow.
There's a TV in there.
Are they the ones that did the one of the
A
glasses they
lot.
live?
They do tons of shit. They also do a lot of
MST3K?
old,
Okay.
yep. And a lot of like older movies and older TV shows and things like that.
Okay, cool. Very cool. So
They also have their own streaming thing, I think. Yeah,
Shout TV.
TVs.
TV. Oh, that's right. That's why I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if we had to do Shout TV or just Shout the word TV.
Oh,
Their
I don't
promo was
think it's like a
very
tap
undecided on
on.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I
thought it was
watched
stage
the
direction.
so actually I wasn't even gonna watch this, but it was like
Oh,
one of those times where like one movie ends and another movie kind of begins on TV and you're just kind of like too lazy to get up off the couch. And then so this movie started playing and I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. And
wow.
yeah,
The logarithm
I
really gets you. That's scary.
it it it
Bow
does,
down to your
honestly.
AI overlord now.
It's giving me a lot of good suggestions, so I'm not gonna waste
Really?
too much.
It
Yeah,
told
Tubi's
me to
algorithm
not
is
put stuff
way
on my
better.
junk anymore. I think that's bad AI advice.
That's really good AI advice.
So it gave you a thing. You started watching it. Is it in color?
Yeah, it's not only like a biography on Boris Karloff, who he is, where he came from, his whole life story, but also it has a lot of like directors like Guillermo del Toro come on and
Wow.
talk about how it influenced him, and a lot of other just like filmmakers. I think Joe Dante was one of them, just talking about how his work inspired them.
Dante from Clerks?
No, Joe Dante, the director.
Oh, I thought it was Dante from Clerks. Like, wow, he was on
No,
there too? Holy shit.
no. You know who was though? Tara Reid.
Tara Reid. Tara Reid's
She was just
everywhere.
in the back. She was just in the
It's all good. Shit, man. She get a credit for that. Okay, so did Boris Karloff, did they do archival footage?
Yeah, they did a whole bunch of archival footage, some like interviews with his daughter,
Yeah.
just kind of going throughout his whole career. And just kind of like at the beginning, he was doing these kind of tough guy roles. And one role that really got the attention of the one director for Frankenstein was like this really tough guy role where he doesn't even say a word. He just comes into the screen. Like this one guy's like, he's a loan shark, obviously. The guy's like, I got your money, I got your money. And he just walks in with such a presence and like basically keeps walking towards the guy, and they go into another room and the door slowly shuts behind them, and it's like not going to be good. And like the director was like, he was just so intense, like, but it just came off as like such huge charisma, and that's what I needed for Frankenstein, because he doesn't really
Right.
speak. He needs to show all of this emotion with his face and with his body. So this is the guy that I want.
Okay, so Frankenstein versus Young Frankenstein, which one's better?
Frankenstein.
Oh. It's okay to
It's
lie.
young Frankenstein is much funnier, but
Yes.
I feel like they're two peas in the same pod. Just one's a little goofier than the other.
Yeah, no, it's a good throwback. So, do you think he would be a great movie star today, Boris
Yeah, I
Karloff?
think so. I think so. I think he would be like kind of like Rami Malek or some other
Rami
person that has
Malek?
like
The guy who played Freddie
right?
Mercury?
Yeah. Have you
Shit.
not seen him in like Mr.
I
Robot?
think I
Have
say
you not
Doug
seen
Jones.
No, no. I love Doug Jones. He's a softie though. Like I can definitely see him just being, because like there is a lot of emotion that is subdued but can be portrayed very well.
Okay,
So
so you're
he was,
more like
he was
the
the guy that I went to. Yeah, like
Monsieur
and very
Robot.
versatile and very versatile, because like later on in his career he was the one who narrated The Grinch, and he was very excited because it
Really?
was a kids film. Like he didn't get to really do a lot of fun kids film stuff. So
I
that
did
was like
not know
really
that.
great.
Now, did
Yeah.
you know that before you watched the documentary?
I vaguely knew it, but I didn't get to get the full breadth of
Right.
why it was important. Like I didn't realize like through his whole career of like doing monsters and stuff like that, his career kind of dipped for a really long time, but then when he was getting older, it came up again, through that. There was a TV series that he hosted and acted in that had pretty good success at the time. So he was able to, kind of get that love back. And his daughter was talking, and she's like talking about horror fans, and she's like, they're kind of weird. They have like they're wearing black and they have all these people, but they're the nicest people you'll ever meet. And it's just very cute because
Oh,
she's like, people still come up to me and tell me how great of an influence my dad is on them. And she's like, it's just so amazing that it's still happening. He's still in people's lives.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing news. So you
Yeah,
would recommend this? How many Cthulhu's would you give
I would
this?
absolutely recommend this. I would give it, I'll give it a 5 because I
5
felt
out
it
of
was
5
really
Cthulhu's. Holy shit! This is the
sure.
best
Yeah.
horror documentary.
It was it was very entertaining. You got to see Boris Karloff that you haven't seen before and get a better appreciation of the work that he did.
Yeah, I think more people should watch this, and I do want to watch this now. I love Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
Of course, I got him
Does
confused with
Boris
Bela
Karloff?
Lugosi the entire time you were
Yes.
talking.
Well, the funny thing too is that they wanted to have Bela Lugosi as Frankenstein, the studio, and the director said, "No, he's not going to work. People are afraid of him. I need a monster that people are going to kind of fear, but also empathize with."
Oh
And I,
man,
I don't think Bella can do that
you know who
in
got
the
screwed?
Wars.
The Three
But
Stooges, because they were under that contract for a bazillion years. They could have been all the fucking monsters.
they could have been all of
They could
them.
have been the entire studio's repertoire. Curly. Curly would have made a great Frankenstein. Actually, Mo already had the haircut. Or, hey, Larry had the Bride of Frankenstein thing going on. Who knows? So, 5 out of 5. Usually I can't follow a 5 out of 5, but guess what?
But what?
I am Nancy.
Okay,
Spoiler alerts. Yeah.
okay.
So, mine is about Freddy Krueger's, which is what we're talking about and kind of why we're talking about it, because it kind of segues into two of them. With the autobiographical I Am Nancy, the focus is squarely on Heather Langenkamp and her unique experience playing Wes Craven's legendary teen heroine, Nancy Thompson. Now, Wes also appears in this film, although he's
Hmm,
quite gone, and his daughter appears in this film. So the whole
neat.
daughter thing kind of like sparks a little
Yeah,
connection, right? You can
yeah.
see
They should
what they
they
look
should
like.
do one with all the daughters of
Yeah.
like,
Of all the famous horror people.
yeah,
Daughters only. Ooh, Carrie Fisher.
daughters of hell.
That's my new TV show, Daughters of Hell, next on T&E channel. The Daughters of Hell. I love you guys. But I got this from Heather Levincott, so I'm like, oh, this is very cool. And I've watched, and I will say I learned more about the Freddy Krueger thing. Did you get to see Nightmare on Elm Street when you were like in the
No, I was
theaters?
older. No, good God, no.
Fuck
I
you
was
then.
but a child.
Sorry. So was I, or maybe, I guess. I
Mhm.
know my friends definitely did, and
Surviving Gen X, but please go ahead.
by surviving Gen X next to my Val Kilmer Lizard King. Right. So I remember Freddy. I remember the original Freddy. I
Mm,
remember, unfortunately, also the reboot.
mm,
But one of the central focuses is almost the original, and please forgive me, Halloween franchise. One of the original Final Girls
mm.
is Nancy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She's smart as a tack.
And that's why she is extremely intelligent and one of the more rounded people out in this film, but in Nightmare on Elm Street, which is why she can, spoiler alert, survive,
Yeah.
right?
She's very smart and determined.
Right. So you have this as Heather's portraying this. It's a matter of bringing to life someone that's going to be not just a slasher, because Nightmare on Elm Street just was not just a slasher, and slashers were kind of coming out of fake phase back then,
Mhm.
but actually something that's going to be seen by an audience that's going to be younger than the MPA rating suggests, right? Because if you
Yeah.
get if what was the original Nightmare on Elm Street? What do you think that was? R?
Well, PG-13 wasn't invented yet, so PG?
I will look this up right
R?
now just because I love everyone. You think it was PG?
I don't
Nightmare on
know.
Elm Street.
I don't. Jaws was PG.
With all that blood, you think that was fucking PG?
Jaws was PG.
It's rated R. It has
Okay,
blood, tits,
okay,
and
okay.
ass.
Okay, like again, I don't have children for a reason.
Like, what the shit, man? No, it was rated R. So this is back when ratings were an actual thing, and we didn't have this bullshit PG-13 and NC-17 was a little bit for porno.
A
Yeah,
little.
a little, you know.
Like a
But
lot.
but most people for the theatrical were not 18. They were
Oh, I'm
kids either
sure.
sneaking in or going in because they have older brothers and sisters and kind of going through there. That was the years of 85. Wow, 1985.
Oh,
Holy crap.
yeah, I was not old at all.
I was old enough to watch this in the theaters. That's all I know. And I can see Johnny Depp when it was one of his first,
Oh yeah, that was like a big thing before
yeah,
21 Jump Street.
and John Saxons and Amanda Wees and Ronnie Blakely. I mean, there's a lot of names in this I love, but I want to focus strictly on Heather because she gets, if I'm correct, a lot of the character development. Basically, when she's chewing through it, and she has to kind of really tackle this as a role that's not just like the helpless girl,
Yeah,
right?
isn't her dad something Saxon, John Saxon?
Yeah, the cop
Yeah,
or I think it's the
yeah,
cop.
yeah, and like it's great because he's such a versatile actor too. But you get to see her like kind of bring out her being a cop's daughter. You know, like she's no nonsense. She's going to like do this thing, you know? Like she's very involved.
She is hugely involved, and she's making this to a point where it is a, let's say, agreeable last or final girl. We've all seen some final girls who are like, oh god, I wish she would have died. Not so much of her.
Well, yeah, honestly, if you think about like uh Friday the 13th, the original, you, do you even remember the girl's name? The final girl in that?
Friday
You
the
don't.
13th? The
Yeah.
original? No, no. Jason's mom. That's the
Well,
only final girl I remember.
she
Was
was
Jason's mom.
no, she gets her head cut off.
Yeah, well, she didn't tell that
Spoiler
she was the
alert.
final girl. Like
No, she's
exactly it. You would remember the guy from Footloose, Kevin Bacon, in one of
Kevin
them.
Bacon.
You
Yeah.
remember the
But it's
the guy from Dazed and Confused. I'm like going through everyone's movies dialogue right now. Matthew McConaughey for Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
yeah, yeah. But
or
she
Rachel from
brings
Friends for Leprechaun.
but
You
she
remember them
brings
because they're named actors.
oh yeah, yeah. But Nancy brings a whole new level to the final girl.
Because she fleshes it out, and this is part of the charm of the documentary. You can see her walking through it as an adult and going back and trying to figure out the choices she made, what it was, and not just the final girl of it all, but why not Nancy being the actual subject of people's fandoms, people's toys, like the continuing adventures of why
Yeah,
is
that's
it the
true.
monster then?
Yeah.
Like Tremors. It's Kevin fucking Bacon is the subject of Tremors and Tremors 2. Or the
Yeah.
dude from like, oh my god, not the Griswolds. Holy Christ. All in the Family, not My Family Values. J- Jake Edgar Fox, Michael J. Fox.
Who's the boss?
Not Who's the Boss, Michael
Uh,
J. Fox. Oh,
oh, that's Tony Danza.
welcome to
Uh,
two old people doing podcasts.
I'm not that old. I wasn't in the theaters when this.
You
All
don't.
right. Anyway, keep going. Keep going.
Michael Grossman, come on, you know that one. Back to the Future,
I
no
don't know
Family
that.
Ties. Good God.
A family ties. Whatever. I was.
Am I naming things or oh my god, it is before your time. Sorry.
I'm telling you, you're old.
Oh god. Apparently so. I can't remember any of the damn things. All right. So you're going back to this of the documentary. Why is it the monster and not the survivor?
Hmm.
Like this is at its end. At its end, if you look at the Nightmare on Elm Street film, it's
Hmm.
going to be the sins of the fathers. They went out, they were a vigilante mob, and they
Yep.
killed a guy who may or may not been in it, guilty, probably guilty as fuck, of molesting / killing kids, whatever. But he was found innocent, or at least let off on charges due to technicality in court of law. So it was a complete vigilante justice, and they try to hide it.
Yeah.
So they act out, blah, and they try to hide it, and bad things happen to their kids because they're hiding shit from them.
Yeah, the sins of the father.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you are focusing on the person who's appearing in nightmares and very scantily on screen versus the person who has to carry the entire fucking movie, who was Heather, what does it say about society?
That they don't value women?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because even
Let's put a pin in this. We're gonna put a pin right here.
Okay, we will. I'll say one more thing, just in
Okay.
case if it's not pinnable. If you look at Halloween, it's still Michael fucking Myers, not Jamie Lee Curtis, until Jamie Lee Curtis has Trading Places and then whatever the fuck Jamie Lee Curtis does for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. And then it's like, oh, yeah, she was great in that. I'm like, really? Was she? It looked like Michael Myers scared that fucking film.
She was great.
She was great as a babysitter.
I love Jamie Lee Curtis. No, she was great. Prom Night, perfect.
Yeah.
Terror Train, perfect.
You're naming other fucking films other than the Halloween film.
I'm naming the things that I think she's good at.
And that's my point.
Okay.
That's my point. It's not like, even then, were there a lot of Jamie Lee Curtis dolls? No, she was known for tits and ass and Trading Places.
The ones I made.
And that's what's going to be this documentary's focus. Why not a Nancy doll? Why not a Nancy poster? Why not a Nancy figure on the video game? Or why not Nancy, period?
Yeah.
And even the remodeling of the VHS tapes or DVD boxes. It goes from Nancy as the original poster, and it goes away from that to Freddy.
Yeah.
It's the erasure of a person in history. This is Foucault 101. Welcome to Michel Foucault Corner. I will talk with a French accent from now on out. If you really want to see what a society values, see what they throw away.
It's okay. I've been reading Camus. So
Camus. Achoo. God bless you. So this is what the documentary I Am Nancy focuses on. It kind of goes through the buildup of why not Nancy, as it says, why Freddy Mania, not Nancy Mania.
Or Pasta Mania, or WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, brother. By the way, I know someone's got a little thing coming by Hulk Hogan. And this is going to be the heroes of the modern age. If you look at that, a lot of the monsters get above it. But in the end, it does a great job focusing on a little bit of Wes Craven's interview, a little bit an interview with the daughter of Wes Craven. And it really does...
Robert Englund.
Slightly. Robert Englund's kind of weirdly in this with a convention. It kind of does the behind the scenes of a lot of conventions. So he's in it, signing the autographs. Like he signs one of his toys. And she does, okay. There's a scene for Heather, and I'll love her forever for this. She does what a fan would do. She gets something that is completely priceless in the box. And she's like, oh, pretty toy.
She opens it?
She opens the box and starts playing. Because of course you do. Of course you do. It's a toy. You're supposed to open the fucking door. You're supposed to play with it. That's what they're for. They're fucking toys. Like this collector bullshit that has to be in the pristine in the box. When the fuck did that come about? But there was like the beautiful moment. Like, of course you do. And the other beautiful moments are with Wes Craven is brilliant in this. Like going behind the scenes and seeing what he said about the film and what it represents is like, holy shit, he did not just pull that out of his ass. He was really, each beat was fucking philosophical. Loved it. And at the very end, no spoilers, but everyone becomes Nancy.
Oh.
It really does.
Everybody rises up and says, I'm Nancy. And then somebody else is like, no, I am Nancy.
Yes. You seen it too?
Yeah, I saw the whole movie.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm giving this one 5 out of 5 because if you love Halloween, or not Halloween, if you love Halloween, fuck you. If you love Nightmare on Elm Street, this is the movie that you really want to watch, especially if you are in the realm of why aren't the people who have to carry the fucking movie the ones more loved? This is a great movie for anyone who likes Gina Davis as well, because Gina Davis is doing a lot of
Ooh,
art, not a lot of art, but a lot of exploration on why women are not getting enough recognition
I
in the
love
fields they
Gina
are.
Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially media studies. So I Am Nancy with Heather Langenkamp. Awesome. 5 out of 5. Easy to go to. And now Scream Queen. What's the
Scream,
full title of Scream Queen? Scream
Scream,
Queen,
My
My
Nightmare
Nightmare on Elm Street.
on Elm Street. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our joint in box. I already know what I'm going to say about this, and I know we're going to have a fight on this one.
You're not gonna like it, are you?
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to fight today. So this has been on my radar since it's come out. A lot of people that I know have already seen it. I have not seen it until this moment
Really?
when we were doing stuff. Yeah.
I saw this before you? What the shit?
You saw this before me. And the reason for that is I knew it was going to be sad and it was going to make me sad, especially because
Hey, it's
you're
okay. It's just
so fucking rude. You're
it's just a
so
movie.
fucking rude.
It's just a movie.
No, but it's not because it's all about being gay in
Oh,
society.
okay, well, hold on. Pause.
Yes.
I already forgot which pen we're putting in, but I want to clarify. I'm gonna ask you to clarify. Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street is about being gay, or My Nightmare on Elm Street is about being gay?
Scream Queen, My Nightmare on Elm Street is about being gay
Okay.
in horror.
Okay. A gay horror. What?
Being gay in horror.
Horror what? Yes, kids. This goes on for 4 seasons now. Oh, can Jimbo ever say the word
Where's
horror?
my kazoo? Where's my kazoo?
I
Can
don't
you
know. Make it, man.
press
Make it.
buttons too? Anyway,
There we go.
so yeah, so I knew I was gonna go into it being bummed out, and I came out of it being bummed out. That's not to say I still didn't like it, and I still didn't like what they were talking about with basically it being at the very height of the AIDS epidemic, it being at, which is so terrifying, especially that it's like COVID, but you don't know where it's coming from and what's happening. And the government doesn't give a shit. And your friends are dying. And you're also trying to make a life. That's kind of how it was. And they do go through it and talk about some of those horrific conditions, but the thing is that so I don't like sequels usually. So I had never seen the second sequel.
You never
The
seen Freddy's Revenge?
I have now within the last few years, but I never grew up with it.
Oh, you didn't actually go to the movie theater in '85 to go see
I
it.
did not I did not rent it as a VHS, let's say.
Oh, wow. All right.
So I was really unfamiliar with it until I heard, oh, it's really super gay. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'll go take a look at it. And I did, and it was. And but at the time,
Wait, who told you it was gay?
the internet.
The internet said it was gay? See,
Because
this is where we...
this is where because it was basically taking a look at like older films, and then there was a lot of articles by queer artists and queer horror fans that were talking about it, and I'm like,
Uh,
oh, and they're like, this is my sexual awakening. This is like I saw myself in this character.
this? Nightmare Street... Elm Street was their sexual... Not Labyrinth? It was this?
It was this.
Motherfuckers, what kind of...
It was this.
What
It
kind
was
of
this.
upbringing was that? That like Nightmare on Elm Street was your sexual awakening.
Because you don't. I think
The burnt
there's
up
something.
pedophile was like, oh, I can't wait to have sexual
No, no,
awakening
no.
to the
It was basically
pederast. Sorry,
he
because
kind
he
of
actually acted on it.
because he basically. We're not gonna be semantic. We're not gonna do semantics with that.
Semantics. Who was that? Who played that one?
So basically,
Was that Tara Reid?
like for For a
Introducing,
lot of horror movies, shut up, shut up!
introducing Tara Reid as semantics.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry.
So horror movies are not typically queer. They're very heteronormative. For every Frankenstein is his bride, things like that. So when you go into these horror movies and you're expecting all these like horny teenagers who are straight to like start making out and this and that, and
Right.
then you catch a glimpse of a film, say like Terror Train,
Choo
where
choo.
you're like, wait a minute, there's subtext here, and I'm picking up on something. And that's when, as a queer, it's hard to tell if it's like, is this something or is this something I'm like reading into?
Hey,
But then
hey,
when
hey,
both
hey,
of you
hey,
go,
hey. No, but I have to call you out, Box. Sorry.
okay,
You can't say
sure,
that word. I can say that word because I have friends who are queers, but you can't use that word.
I can use that word. I am queer.
Sorry.
Oh,
It was,
I'm sorry.
you stepped on the
Was that a
joke,
joke?
motherfucker. Come on. It's our first show back. It's okay.
Well, because I'm passionate about this, dude.
I
I
know, I
can't do
know, I know.
jokes. I
I
can't do
use humor.
jokes, especially the state that we're in. I
Canada?
bombastic side eye. Ugh, I wish. 51st state, right?
Yeah, motherfucker 51.
Yeah. It's not Canada anymore. It's America, Canada.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope
Anyway.
Google changes that on the map too.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, so it did hit me home because there was a lot of this actor lost like everything because it started coming out that it was a very gay movie at the time that it was released. And that was a bad thing then. That was a bad thing. Like you didn't
Did
want to be
it?
caught. Yeah. Did you watch this?
Yeah, no, I watched, and this is the thing. Okay, we want to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street, or do you want to talk about the documentary first?
Like the movie?
Yeah.
I thought we were just talking about the documentary.
Okay, well, the documentary is gay because that's pretty much.
Well, yeah, but the movie has a lot of gay subtext. It has a gay S&M bar. It has a man being stripped and whipped
Yeah, but that's.
while another boy watches. It has Freddie putting his little finger things in the boy's mouth. And Robert Englund was up with that. Like he was the one that's like, "Hey, is it cool if I just kind of like dankle my little fingies in your mouth?"
So is Deadpool gay? Because that's what
Deadpool,
Cassandra Nova does.
Deadpool is bi.
No, is the movie Deadpool 3 with Wolverine gay? Because that's exactly what Cassandra Nova does.
I
Puts
would
the finger in the
say
mouth.
I would say it's completely bi. Deadpool is bi, so therefore it's
Deadpool's bi? How does Deadpool bi?
yes. He's always been bi. Look it up.
I'm
Look
going
it
by what
up.
I see.
No, he's always been bi, and that's by him making like talks about what was his name, Colossus, and she was like, "Don't fuck him," and he's like, "What?" He's
I don't know which movies we're watching anymore. But, all right. You're saying that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is gay.
it has a lot of gay subtext and also not subtext, but overt text.
Text,
Yes.
motherfucker. And I'm going to say I did not see it as gay. And that's where my documentary issue comes in.
Okay. Okay. How do I? Mm, all right. Sometimes when you're a queer person, like I said, you can kind of pick up on things where it's like, oh, okay,
But did you
that's a sign.
pick up on it, or did the internet tell you to pick up on it first?
I think if I had watched it before, I would have seen it as gay. Yes, absolutely. That S&M gay bar, yes.
Is
Him stripping with
pol-
Freddie saying, I want to be like inside. Yes,
is Police
absolutely.
Academy gay?
I haven't seen Police Academy, so I
Really?
don't
You haven't
know.
seen the fucking movie Police Academy?
I did also see the one where Jason goes on like a total kissing spree, and that one's pretty bi because he kisses a lot of dudes. A
Jason
lot
kisses
of dudes.
people?
Jason kisses people, yeah.
Which Friday? Which Friday the
That
13th
was
was
the one.
that?
I think that was the one where he
Part
goes to
6
it was
of the
like,
Blue Oyster Club.
yeah, it was like one of the old ones where it's like basically to possess them, he had to like strip them naked and kiss them.
He had to strip people naked and kiss them, or put his evil into them.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
So
This is what I'm saying.
yes, this I feel like this, yes, is gay. I would put this on the same thing as Terror Train. I would put it as it's basically 80s gay. Yes.
And,
And that's where I had a problem with this movie because he goes to talk to the writer, and the writer's playing all like, oh, I didn't, I'm like, how could you write an S&M gay bar and a man being his clothes ripped off and like, this is the same guy who goes to the S&M bar, by the way, the gay bar. This is the same guy having his clothes ripped off in front of our main character, who's pretty gay. That dance is pretty gay. Um, and then stripped naked and then whipped by Freddie.
see, is it gay or is it homophobic?
Gay. No, that's gay. It's gay. He was like
I
a
don't know,
shitty
man.
gay. He was like
I
a
don't know. Because
the teacher was gay. Because again, why are you going to an S&M gay bar
for the
for the
drinks.
drinks?
You kidding me? You know how many sports packages they have? The drinks are half price too.
And all you gotta do is suck a dick. It's like it's
You
great.
don't have to. I mean, if you want the
But
full
it's
package.
there. But it's there. It's not gay if they suck your dick. I'm kidding.
No. It's not gay if they suck your dick. It's only gay.
No,
Wait.
no, no. I'm kidding.
Oh, I
It's
said that?
pretty gay.
No.
It's
I
pretty
don't.
gay.
Okay, this is maybe this is the hindsight issue I have with it.
I feel like this is our Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. I mean, not Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd moment. I feel like this is all over again.
Wait,
When I
what?
was like, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, the first
You're saying
time
they're
you
gay?
date,
You're saying
the
Bugs
first
Bunny's
time,
gay?
I'm just saying he kisses Elmer Fudd a lot, and then they get married.
Dressed up. They get married in the opera one. It's like saying everyone who's ever
I'm just
played in
saying,
Shakespeare is gay.
as a queer person watching this, I'm like, oh, look at them, just like me.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't think Nightmare 2 is gay. I don't think it's a queer film. I think there's overtones to it, but I think it's mostly homophobic, if anything. Or a reflection on homophobia as being the nightmare. Being gay is the nightmare.
No, I would agree with that.
Okay.
I don't think that's homophobic, but I just think
It
that
highlights
would
homophobia,
be
maybe. I don't know.
I think it's the fear is maybe homophobia or
Okay.
the coming out to yourself. Like I don't want to say that this evil thing is inside me with its nightmare little fingers in my mouth.
Okay.
I don't want to say that,
So,
but
okay.
it's there.
If you, instead of Mark Patton,
Hmm.
if this was, who's the straightest guy in the 80s? If this is Roddy
Kevin
Piper,
Bacon. Kevin Bacon.
it was, okay, if this was Kevin Bacon, is the
It
film
would be
still
a
gay?
different movie. Well, no, I don't know.
That's
No, it
my
would still
point.
be kind of gay.
That's
It
my
would
point.
still be gay.
No, you said you didn't know. But that you had
No,
doubt.
no,
You
no.
had doubt.
I think it would be less gay. No, actually, no, he does play it kind of. I feel like it would be a worse movie, but I still think it would be gay because again, with some of those scenes and some of the dialogue, even from Freddie, I think it'd still be gay. I just think it would be poorly done gay. Like
But,
you're like, oh, that's a straight actor
by
playing a
the
gay guy.
way, this is why I break into our new sponsor. Hey, do you like to pray, but you just don't have the right Bible? Well, boy,
Uh,
do we have you covered now? We've got what was that? Oh, Liquid IV Vial.
uh,
$9.95. If you put it in any orifice you want, it hydrates you. The multiplier.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. I read it on the internet. Kidding.
You should put it into one orifice.
Yeah, and that's what we said last year's. They're no longer our sponsor, for by the way.
Oh,
So, okay,
okay.
you have
You actually listen to our ads, and that's why.
you have this concept. If you watch the documentary Scream Queens, Not My Nightmare on Elm Street, as thinking that the movie was gay, the Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy's Revenge was gay, you then kind of have more sympathy for Mark Patton in this movie.
Yes, I would say so. It kind of ruined his career. And as a gay man as well. Like, he kind of took off. He didn't do any conventions. He's coming back. He's doing more conventions. He's embracing it now. Because it does mean a lot to a lot of queer, especially gay male horror fans. They do see themselves in him,
Now,
just like Freddy.
you know his next thing. What you know? What he did? The very next thing was
What?
CBS School Break Special. Does that
Okay. Yeah,
scream
he's
he was gay? Do you think
that
CBS would
screams
put him on and be like, "Oh
yeah,
no, he's definitely
yeah, no,
gay"?
no. He's trying to clean his image then. That was image control, I
I
imagine.
just, God, he's
No,
also Amityville Clown House, One Dead Dog,
do you
Swallowed,
realize how homophobic and like picking up
Reunion.
on this kind of thing can be to a lot of people? Like he was getting the F word tossed a lot, even as it came out. People were being like, "Oh, this
Filipino?
is the
He's not
F
Filipino. Why the
word."
fuck are we calling him Filipino for, dude?
I can say the word, but I'm not going to say the but I mean, it's a very hurtful word, and he was getting a lot of fear for his career, for his safety, for his what was going on in the world. It's just yes, I feel like if you watch the movie and identified with it as someone who's queer and see some of the subtext and sometimes this text, I feel like you would watch this movie and be like, "Oh yeah, I can feel for him. Absolutely." Absolutely. And that's what I did. And that's one of the reasons why, in a way, I didn't kind of like it because it just made me really sad.
Yeah, I think okay. During that time, I can't recall any openly gay actors.
Uh,
There were
mm,
gay actors working who are now open,
yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
but
Tap
not
Hunter,
coming out at the
Anthony
time.
Perkins, yeah, tons and tons. But that's the thing, you couldn't come out because that would ruin your image. I mean, Rock Hudson, like a lot of big names, a lot of masculine dudes, they had to be on the download. They had to have lavender weddings
And
to
Rock
celebrate
Hudson dies in '85, which is when this movie comes out, and then this discussed that he was gay, and then that starts a big backlash, mostly because of HIV. It was a gay play.
Mhm,
Now, going on, if this is my point. You didn't
mhm.
get to watch this. It's weird because you didn't watch this when you were a kid, and I'm not gay. So me watching as a kid not going to fucking the same effect. Do you know any friends who watched it who are gay or queer who watched it as a kid before the internet came out?
Oh, that's hard because they're usually in my age range.
Oh, whatever. Usually, I don't go for old fogies. Those fuckers. Take them to
I
the.
mean, but for real, I feel like most of my friends would have maybe seen it on VHS at some point, when you're again, like you were saying, like sneaking into a movie theater.
Yeah.
It's basically sneaking like, oh, spooky tape. Let's watch
All right.
this.
All right. Well,
But I mean, I don't know offhand. I can always ask around. We can ask our listeners if,
hey, listener,
you had seen this in a
you
theater.
want to identify yourself as
I know,
gay?
I know
It's
my
very
mom
safe
did
now.
see
Please,
it.
please do.
Oh, yeah, don't know. Have a
Very
burner.
friendly.
Oh, have a burner account for anything now.
And
Ugh.
okay, so if I'm going to describe a scene to you, you tell me if it's gay. Okay, a black
Like, yeah,
male
because
and a
I'm
white male stripping off their shirts and getting all like their hair done perfect and start like rubbing their
I
bodies
have
against
to
each other.
say that possibly is gay, but that could also be wrestling.
That's They Live.
Yeah. I figured that's what that
Yeah, I
was.
mean, I think that movie has more gay overtones than this one does.
I, I think this one has more gay overtones, but I'm not saying that I don't ship them. I do ship them.
Okay,
And you can
so
find all about it on my new AO3
right now, so
branding
if you're
rights.
watching the documentary, though, do you have to believe that the second one is gay to enjoy the documentary? Do you think?
I think you would enjoy it more. I think, to be honest, I think you would be more understanding and receptive to it.
Yeah,
Um, I think that is kind of part of it. Because again, we have two people that are saying kind of different things. The actor's saying it's very gay, and a lot of the reviewers are saying it's very gay, and the writer of it is saying I didn't mean it to be gay, but then years later he's like, well, it was gay because of this actor, and then years later he's like kind of put in a little bit. So it's really hard. What I feel like he made was a movie that was inadvertently gay. Oh, the S&Ms, like that one is what I keep coming back to. Like if it had been any other else, this could have easily been one of those movies where I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of gay, but it's not really gay, or maybe it is, but we don't know. But with that, especially that scene, because that's like such a peek into it's like it's kind of like you know, like the S&M. I mean, S&M gay stuff was kind of the fad. Like if you look at Pinhead, like from Hellbound Heart, like it was he was inspired by S&M gay clubs, like
inspired by fucking Judas Priest.
which was gay.
Nah,
No,
Rob,
look it up.
Rob ain't gay.
Judas
I don't know.
Slayer of
Hell
Judas
Blunt
Priest
for
was gay.
Leather? Man, that ain't gay. Turbo Lover? No. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, so gay. So there was like that scene in horror too, I guess. Like maybe there was a flavor. Hi, cat.
Okay, so, and I think this is what we'll do our write ups and know. Hey,
Okay.
Bebas.
Yeah, she came
David
up.
Chaskin wrote this with Wes Craven, the movie, not the documentary.
Okay.
And Wes is not. Does Wes appear in this documentary? No, right?
No, he does not.
Why
But
not?
Robert Englund does.
Robert does, but he's
What?
just an actor in it.
Because Wes Craven didn't direct it.
But he co-wrote it. Jack
But he did
Shoulder
direct.
directed it.
Yeah.
And the
But
guy Mark has an issue with David Chaskin, right?
he was probably, yes, he does. And I felt David Chachkin was like fucking really dismissive with him. I was like, fuck off,
Well,
dude.
he appears to be a complete douchebag. However,
He's a super douchebag.
who put the documentary out?
Shudder.
No. Who stars in it? Put it this way. Who's the lead in this documentary?
It's Patton.
Mark Patton. Of
Yeah.
course, they're not going to make him look like an ass.
Well, here's the thing with that. He didn't they came to him. They came to him and said, "Hey, we want to make this documentary."
Sure. But they're not going to make David look good.
But there's a point I feel like if he was just super dismissive because he was like, "Well, I didn't tell you to scream like a woman." Fuck off, bro. Like also, as an actor, as a director, if you wanted something different, an editor, if you wanted something different, that is the time. And Pat makes that point. Like if you
Right.
did not want the kind of gay dance, why was it in the film? If you didn't want me to scream, why was it in the film? If you didn't want that S&M scene where it was super gay, why was it in the film?
And that's my point about the documentary. There's going to be from one side of the view. It's not a fair shake to David. It is very much one sided to Mark, because if they wanted a fair share, they would have edited that way. they edited in a very particular way to make David look even probably worse than he actually was. I'm not saying David is this angel or anything like that, but they do a
Just
pretty good
saying,
job editing him on.
most documentaries are about a subject, as you've said before. The subject of this was David Patton.
Mark Patton.
David Patton?
Mark
Mark Patton. Sorry.
You combine them together. How gay is that?
Wow. It's their love child.
Yeah. So, okay.
Okay.
I didn't dislike this movie, the
Okay.
documentary. I think it's useful. I think a lot of it was hour and a half was entertaining.
Mhm.
I did watch Nightmare on Elm Street 2 again after watching this movie. Just I'm like, did I fucking miss the entire gay thing? Because I was like, 8. You know?
Again, I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say if you know, you know. Like I don't want to do that. But to me, like if I watched something, let's say Nope or something like that, or Us, like I'll get it, I'll see it, I'll watch it, I'll be like, that was a great movie. I'm not gonna get the nuances because I'm not black. I'm not a person of color.
Wait,
I'm
they're
not gonna
black in that
get.
movie? I do not see color. Are you a racialist?
We
You
all
say
see
you do not
color.
get the black movies?
We all see color.
I don't.
And
Dogs don't see color.
so
Yeah, but that's okay. The thing is, you're okay. Is it a cultural or a race, like a skin color for
what do you
Nope?
mean?
For Nope,
I'm saying it's a cultural. It's cultural. Like there's gonna be things that I might not pick up on or I might not understand from, any, I would even say any person of POC movie or something like that that's focused. Even Get Out, like I can watch it, I can appreciate it, I can see it on a few different levels, but at the same time, I don't have that experience. So
right?
there's gonna be things I don't even see or notice
But aren't those
that
movies
are important.
also marketed as versus Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was not?
Okay, let's say, what's the one? Oh shoot. Night of the Living Dead. We have a black protagonist, and there's been so much written on it from other like black writers, black horror fans
The
that
director itself,
talks about
though, Romero says it though. I
but
don't.
he never pushed it. He never pushed it except for in the movie. He didn't say this is a black movie.
He does in interviews. He does.
Does he?
Yeah, like Romero
Okay.
himself talks about that's race wars.
Okay. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
No, you're sitting
But I'm
down.
still
Don't lie.
I'm still it's a standing desk. I could stand if I
Wait until I
wanted.
have to meet Mark Patton later on. This is gonna be awkward as fuck. So about your documentary? No, I liked the box that they hated. I liked it.
Anyway, okay, we gotta wrap
I
up.
know
This
we
is
do. I know.
okay. So
So
what do you give it?
I'm giving it. Okay, you go first. You go first.
I'm calling you out. What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it the Bugs Bunny treatment. I sincerely do not think that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is gay. However, I do think that Mark Patton believes that it was gay, and that made him feel uncomfortable according to the movies, and then that jeopardized his Hollywood career, and he didn't get enough acting jobs after that, right? He just pulls out of acting. It was homophobic at the time, or forever, I guess. Not even at the time, period. And I think as a documentary for Mark Patton, it works really well. As a
Hmm.
documentary on the movie, a little one-sided. So I'm not going to give it a full 5 out of 5. I'm giving this one
Nancy
3.5.
movie is probably one-sided
3.5.
because it's about Nancy. Okay. I do think that this movie is gay.
Well,
I
this
do
movie is, yeah. Like the documentary, this is gay
I
as
feel
fuck. This
I
is
feel like the second movie is
oh,
gay.
sorry.
I appreciate it more because of it. But at the time, there was a lot of hatred that went to the movie and to the actor. And So, but at the same time, like I said, it bummed me out. It bums me out. So I'm gonna also give it 3.5.
Oh, we agreed on the thing, on the rating.
We agreed on the rating.
Yeah, that's all that cares. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Alright.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
It's
All
not
right,
the
Box.
one.
That is our best horror documentaries. A little long
Yep.
because we had the Bugs Bunny debate again,
Mhm.
which was
You
fine.
should go back and listen. You should go back and listen to that because there is a moment where you're like, "What?" Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go like what? Bugs Bunny wasn't gay.
I'm saying as a queer person seeing this, I'm like, "Oh, he's like me."
You kiss Unreal Fudd?
I do. And he
Oh,
gets in a dress,
well, there you
and
go.
we get married every night
Every
because every
day.
night's our wedding night.
Hmm. Okay, so you
Anyway,
also watched a new movie,
I
Companion.
watched
What's that one
a
about?
it's about a girl, and she's going to like a weekend with her boyfriend and his friends, and things go awry. And that's all I'm saying. Nobody watch any of the trailers.
Okay, so the
If
trailers
you
to
haven't
spoil it.
heard any, yes. And if
Okay,
you've heard anything about it, tell them to shut up
okay.
because you should go in there blind. You should go in there cold. You should go in there just to experience it.
Blind Cold
Which
and Experience sounds like my Tinder date.
it sounds like Freddie. So yeah, so it's remember we put a pin in the women?
Oh, that's the one? I thought you were coming back to the pin to the actual documentary. Okay, okay, yes, yes.
No, 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 this is the pin about women being in horror. This is the movie about that. This is the movie about that.
Okay, right. Women horror.
hmm And I'm not going to say too much, but it's funnier than you think it's going to be. You're going to have some laugh out loud moments, and it's very poignant in other moments. And the acting is phenomenal, and it's just great writing, which is
Really?
so surprising because the guy wrote Fred, the Fred movie 3. So I guess if you go, I have a review on it. The plug that I chose for this review is Fred, the movie 3.
Fred
Or
movie 3.
yeah, because that's the same writer and
There's a,
director of this movie.
there's a
The Fred
Fred.
movies? Have you ever seen the Fred movies?
Drop Dead Fred.
No, 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 no. Or have you ever seen Fred from YouTube? You're lucky.
Why
You're
the fuck would
blessed.
I?
You're blessed. Go in peace, my child.
Oh, it's a
He's the
YouTuber.
writer.
So you're talking about some guy who's a YouTuber directing this.
No, he's not the YouTuber. He just wrote Fred 3, Camp Fred. And he also did the wrote for the TV show, which is funny because again, you look at Fred and you're like, ugh, but this, I'm telling you guys, the writing's solid. There's solid laughs, there's solid, the acting is so good.
I'm so
I gotta
fucking
get,
old.
you are so fucking old.
Fred
Let me get
3.
the,
Okay, is this supposed to be a horror comedy?
it's, yes, the intention is there, but it's very horror look at women. It's looking at women and their agency and there's some laughs in there,
Okay,
surprisingly. The special effects are great. They're
nice.
very goopy, very practical. The characters are very interesting. The story is very interesting. It's got a sci-fi horror twist. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, even like on Wikipedia, like gives it all away, which sucks.
Yeah,
Like it
just
gives it all away. There's other ones though too. It's got a 93 Rotten Tomatoes.
so just go
It's
watch it.
good.
What
Go
was your
watch
score?
it.
What's your
It's
score?
good. 5.
5 out of 5 Cthulhu's. Damn. All
5.
right.
I loved it. It was fun. I'm gonna not watch it again, but I'm gonna buy it when it comes out.
There
But
you
I'm
go.
not
Go
gonna
buy it when it comes out. You go watch it. It's called Companion, and 5 out of
companion
5. That's better than the other one that we kind of watched. Although we did some 5s today.
we did
I've
do
got
5s.
A Night's War 2025 from Matthew Ninnabar, director and writer, starring Jeremy Ninnabar, Christian Castor, and Matthew Ninnabar. I have this as a screener for a review.
Nana-
I
a
read
lot
the
of Nanabars.
synopsis, and I was all in. Although the IMDb looks kind of fucked, but
What's the synopsis?
a fearless knight braves a deadly realm to save the chosen one's soul. And guess who the chosen one is? They're gingers. They're gingers.
Tara Reid. Tara
No,
Reid.
Tara Reid would have
Tara
fucking
Reid
made this movie at the Kino.
in a red
Yeah.
wig.
If Tara Reid was in a red wig, the movie, I'm sorry, that would just win an
Oh,
Oscar.
and then they did like one of those like, those two, like the twin thing.
Sort of. That's Freaky Friday you're thinking of. But this
No, it's
one,
not Freaky Friday. That's when they switched. I'm thinking of Parent Trap. Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap. I saw the original.
There we go.
But this is facing witches,
There's-
demons, and brutal foes. He discovers her return could ignite chaos and doom humanity. It's actually really good. It's funny.
Of course it is.
It's funny. It's got the tagline, no gods, no mercy. The poster is straight out of Dungeons and Dragons 1985. You know, straight out of all these movies that were kind of spooky fantasy movie type things. And if I have to sum this up, it is Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise without Tom Cruise. Whatever that movie became now, like Oblivion or Endless Tomorrow. What the original line was Live, Die,
Tomorrow.
Repeat.
Yeah. I liked that movie.
Right. If you like that movie, you'll love this movie too. The
Does it have
concepts are a
dragons?
bit the same. Not to give anything away. I mean, that is the fucking chosen one curse.
Does it have dragons?
It's got a bunch of shit. It's got some Macbeth. It's got some Shakespearean stuff going on. It's got some stuff that is amazing. I love the costuming. It's really well acted, and the scenery is straight out of Game of Thrones if they had a better budget.
I'm not hearing about dragons though.
What do you mean? You want a dragon? What are you, Oz and Skeeve? No, not everything has a dragon.
Okay,
Check.
so what's the monster? What's the thing? What's the problem?
Witches and demons and barbarians and all sorts of stuff. They're trying to kill someone because they have red hair. Think about that. A
It's
society
it's
trying to mark out a woman just because she has red hair. And she.
I really feel like this should have been given to Tara Reid.
Oh, I think Tara Reid knocks it out of the park. But I also do know. I know that Kristen Castor knocks it out of the fucking park. So does Kristen McCall. A lot of Kristens today. A lot of people named Christian and Nina bars all over. Bunch of sexy people.
A lot of Ninabars.
A bunch of sexy people.
You know what they say about those Ninabars? Sexy people.
Yeah, one bite does it all. No, wait. This movie is getting decent ratings on IMDb. I think it's a little bit low on IMDb. And it is a great cross between action, fantasy, and horror, and a little bit of comedy, but the comedy is more self-aware. It's on purpose.
Okay.
And I really enjoy the movie a lot. I won't give much away. I probably said too much with the Live, Die, and Repeat thing, but
Yeah.
like the choreography is decent. The acting is phenomenal. Just the setting, the scenes, and I don't know who made these costumes, but they did a great job. The special effects are very practically there, meaning they're mostly practical. Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean?
No, they're mostly practical. I mean, there's obviously some
Okay.
CGI in this,
Yeah,
but it's
I mean,
mostly
it's a
practical effect.
fantasy.
Yeah.
I would imagine there's some being CGI. Okay, so what are you thinking about
A
it?
Night's War, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
It's an
That's
hour
pretty high.
43 minutes. Pretty tight. It's a decent, probably family movie. Not little kids. Little kids would be scared shitless
Okay.
from the witches.
So is it like a PG-3, a PG-13, like, I don't know, like Nightmare on Elm Street? Or is it like a PG?
We discovered Nightmare on Elm Street was rated R, by the way. This is like a PG-13 Cruel Jaws.
Okay.
I don't think it's rated yet, though. I don't see the rating, at least, on this. But it's out right now. Shit, it's out like 3 days ago. Go watch it. 4.5 stars. A Knight's War.
Where?
Go
Where should we watch
Amazon, the official website. Go look it up. All good.
Okay.
And that is it for our first show of 2025. A little bit long. We don't usually go this long, but we have.
No. I want to say my plug.
Oh, wait, we'll do plugs and stuff like that. Jeez.
Okay.
You think I was going to forget plugs?
Okay.
Anyways, and today we're. I'm
You son of
joking.
a bitch.
I'm joking. No, welcome back, everyone. 2025. We're doing not like an hour and 20-minute shows usually. We did kind of get off on a tangent on.
Back. It's the first time back.
Yeah, and Box got into our Box and I got into our Is It Gay? I think that was like half hour.
Which is like our new segment.
I think so. Is this gay?
I think it's just going to be you pulling up something and being like, "Is this gay?
Is Timothy Chalamet gay?
Is this gay?
Is
this
my
gay?
Now, if Tara Reid was in this movie, would that be gay? Although, Jesus, could you imagine Tara Reid at age would be in Nightmare on Elm Street 2? That would be sexy as fuck. That movie would be sexy as fuck. You kidding me?
That would be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun.
That would be fucking
really
amazing movie. Oh my God. I want AI to do that. I don't care anybody's rights and shit like that. I want AI to do that for me. That's all I want.
Maybe if you hit 1 million, you can get like the rights to it.
Get the rights to Nightmare 2? Yeah. No, I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that. All right. So, plug for you, Brannick, if you want to plug something.
Yeah. I
Ready?
do want to plug something because, yes, I am ready.
Oh, Payne came back. 2025.
Fuck off, Payne. Go be a comic or something. Go be a cartoon.
With Mo Bidens.
Anyway, so I've plugged it before. I'm going to plug it again because signups are coming at the end of this month. Go there. Fandom Trumps Hate. Just Google it or DuckDuckGo it or however you want to look it up. You can basically stick it to the man by giving shit tons of money to charity and getting something cool as a gift. So just go to Fandom Trumps Hate. They're on what's that one? Tumblr. They're on Tumblr.
The fuck's a Tumblr?
So signups are at the end of this month to basically bid on fan arts that are created. They also have a bazaar that you can, like a craft shop thing that you can find crafts and stuff, and all of it goes 100% to charity. Like, you don't even like filter money through anything. You go and you buy, you go and you donate, and then you get a fun gift.
It's
so
Fandom Trumps, plural, hate?
Trumps. Yep, like we're Trumping hate.
So FANDOMTRUMPSHATE.com?
You know I'm homeschooled. I can't spell.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
No, I just making sure I got the right one.
Yeah, Fandom Trumps Hate. You will see that it is a Tumblr post. Go on that. They have all the facts. They have all the information. I've done it for like 4 years. It's a fun experience. And again, 100% goes to charities, ranging from environmental to social issues to clean water, affordable living, healthcare for women, females, abortion care, all the gamut. There's tons and tons of charities you can choose from. It's a lot of fun. So give them your money.
Sounds good. Go check it out. And I'm going to plug me getting a shit ton of books from the last drive-in auction. Oh, yeah, they delivered.
Ooh.
I got like a crate of fucking books. So if you ever want to, I don't know, give some monies and you have a lot of monies and you like betting, and gambling is kind of like betting, maybe they'll have another auction later on this year. And then you guys can see if you can outbid me. But spoiler, you bitches won't.
Yeah, you won't be able to. But you can start that gambling addiction now by Fandom Trumps Hate. And then by the time that Joe Bob Briggs rolls around, you'll be really ready.
And they're starting Joe Bob Briggs with The Last Drive-In March 11th or something like that. All that and more on next Streamin Demons. Bye, y'all.
I'm dancing again. It's really good. It's like a TikTok dance now.
I hear a cat.
Yeah, motherfucker.